you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Ro. In this video and probably my next, we're gonna get a little bit more acquainted, ladies. These videos are strictly for my ladies, even though majority of my videos for the ladies. This is really for my ladies. This video is going to be my waxing experience versus my shaving experience versus my sugaring experience versus my Nair experience, and which I like best, the pros and cons, all of that good jazz. I'm thirsty in all of my videos. Jesus. For this one. Now ladies, your experience vary with your skin type, how well you're hydrated, how well you moisturize, how well you exfoliate. Just your DNA has a big deal with how your experiences work. So let me tell you a little bit about my skin. I do have dry skin, but I do combat my dry skin with a really good routine. I'm prone to ingrown hair, so my exfoliating routine is mandatory. My skin is prone to leaving marks. I do have hyperpigmentation. Honestly, hyperpigmentation does not bother me much, but I know it does bother a lot of women. Exfoliating can help with that as well. I just want to give y'all just a little bit of back info before I get into my experiences. Shaving. Out of the four, I would rank shaving as number 3. So let's get into the pros of shaving. It is super convenient. You can literally get in the shower and get back out and just be clean down there. However, it comes with cons. You're more prone to hair bumps with shaving. You're more prone to discoloration and darkening from shaving. You can possibly cut yourself shaving. You can possibly irritate your skin. Last but not least, the hair grows back the second you get out of the shower. The second you finish shaving, the hair comes back. So those are the cons of shaving. Like I said, it's the number 3 on my list. Let's move to the number 4 on my list, which is Nair. People will rave to me about Nair. I don't know if I did it wrong or first did it, it was super smooth. I don't know if it works for you, by all means continue. But for Ro, never again, never again. Pro is it's kind of similar to shaving. It's super convenient. Slap it on, 3 minutes later, you bald. One of the cons, especially for me, was skin irritation. My skin was so irritated. I honestly believe that I had an allergic reaction. It's just not worth it. Honestly, it's really not worth it. Number 2 was the smell. That permy type smell, which is not good. You don't want nothing that smells like a perm in your lady parts. And then I tried another one that had like cocoa butter or something in it. Still smell like a perm. The other con was the aftercare for Nair. I feel like you have to do multiple really good washes to really rid yourself of the chemicals that's in there, and I just don't recommend it. I put 0 stars by it. Now let's move on to my top 2. Let's start with my number 2, which will be waxing. I actually posted my first experience with getting a wax here on my channel. It's in the cards right here. You can click it right now if you want to. So when I used to get waxes, it was strip waxing. She laid warm wax down first, laid a strip of paper on it, pulled it off. Strip waxing. That was the method that I have been using for 2018 and last year. Let's get into my results. There were hairs left. I wasn't at a place where wax was like the specialty. That's probably why I got the results that I got. My hairs grew back fast, but not super fast. Not like shaving, but within like 5 days I had the stubbles. Now I personally grow hair fast anywhere in my body, so like I said, genetics has a lot to do with this. If you're somebody with thinner hair, you may not have this problem. The pros of waxing: it's not too painful. If you go and see my reaction in that video, I probably like hensed up a little bit, but I never jumped, I never screamed or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, you're still getting your hairs ripped out, so it does hurt. It was extremely quick. I remember I had an appointment one time at 3 o'clock and I was out of there by 3:06. I personally like for my appointments to go by as quickly as possible. The quicker you go, the less time you have to feel the pain. It's less expensive than sugaring from my experience. It may be different in other areas. Let's talk about sugaring. It looks like wax, but it's not wax. It's not hot. And pretty much the method is, she'll have a glob of it in her hand. She'll spread it across whatever area she's working on, like piece by piece, and she'll snatch it off. So it's similar to hard wax, but it doesn't sit long. I feel like with hard wax, it sits for a minute and then you pull it off. With sugaring, she lays it, pulls it off. The pros: afterwards, super duper smooth. Baby bottoms smooth. Super duper smooth. Minimal to no hair left over. She literally got everything with hair, pretty much. I know you can't request for any like stubborn hairs to be tweezed. Yeah, I ain't that particular. Leave it, honey, leave it there. And it's longer lasting. I got a sugaring about 2 weeks ago, and I promise y'all, I am just now getting to the stubble phase. Let's get into the cons. Beauty comes with pains. It is painful. My goodness. I was in there jumping, saying ooh and ah. I think I contained myself enough to not scream. Usually when I'm in my appointments, I talk to get through it a little bit faster, but in there I was trying to focus. I was talking to her, but it distracted me enough to know that she was about to just yank my hair follicle out. I was asking her, why was it so painful? She decided to show me exactly what was happening. She put the sugar down, pulled it out, and showed me exactly what was on the sugar. My entire hair follicles were on there, like sticking out with just white follicles on each hair. Another con is it requires a little bit more maintenance, which is not a con, it's just pay a little bit closer attention. You're more prone to ingrowns with sugaring because, like I said, you are getting rid of that whole hair follicle. So a lot of exfoliating, a lot of aftercare products, and a lot of being more tedious about the first 24 to 48 hours after your wax. You really have to be careful of what you do within that time period. And another con, it's more expensive. Honestly, it's not that big of a difference depending on, like I said, where you are, but it was probably $10 to $15 more than what I'm used to paying. With my waxes, I would pay $50. I think the first time around I was $65, and then after that $45 to $50. And with my sugaring, I think it was $70 to $80. And I also got my armpit sugar. It's a little bit more expensive, but I honestly feel like it's worth it. So if that's something that you want to add to your budget, I would definitely do it over the rest, even though it is extremely painful. And she did promise me that it won't be so bad the next time, but I'm honestly going in there shaking in my boots. I would personally recommend that if you have not done a waxing before, try wax first so you can like prepare mentally before sugaring before you start sugar, because I'm glad I at least had the experience of a wax before going, because I can only imagine what it would have felt like if I had never had any sort of experience with my hair being ripped out. All right, so before I go, let's go through my ranking one more time. Number 1 being sugaring, number 2 being waxing, and number 3 being shaving, number 4 being Nair. Let me know down below your experience with waxing or sugar or shaving or Nair. Just let's start a conversation down below in the comments. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm on a journey to 10K. We have to get to 10K. I'm only about 2,000 away. I think I can do it soon. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.